and it can be stored up to 6 months. The Pfizer BioNTech one has to be at a negative 70 degrees Celsius. Okay, but and they both have a 95% effective rate. But the one that's from Oxford and the one that's from Gamaleya, okay, the one from Oxford has a 62% to 90% effective rate. It goes as low as 62%. That's a D minus. It has a D minus effective rate, and it's out there. And they're trying it on people. 62% effective rate. Wow. Could you imagine what happens to those other 38% of people that this doesn't work on? Okay. And the other one has a 92% rate, 92% effective rate. And both of those are stored in regular refrigerators under regular temperatures and not super coolers. So I just want to keep that in mind. Last but not least, it's been something I've been trying to get to this story, or the idea that I want everybody to think about. Last but not least, because I want to end on this story, Dr. Canty, about education concerns in the near future. So this is what I've done. There were some shows on 60 Minutes talking about education, how many students have fell away from education, how many students are missing from school because of the COVID and the pandemic and things of that nature. And I even asked some of my friends who are case and social workers in the Kansas City area. I asked them, what are these numbers looking like for students? One woman told me in the district, she gave a number and said there's 600 Fs, the highest number of Fs across the board in this particular district in middle school. I don't want to say what the district is, so I don't want to get nobody in trouble and things like that. I don't know how that works, but I was doing my own. I was looking at say main media when I looked at 60 Minutes and things. And so then I also too, and I encourage everyone to do this too. When you think something is propaganda, also do your own research and your own study in your own sample set. Mm-hmm. So I asked my friends that are social workers and that work in the school system. One of them said 600 Fs across the board, just in that set. It was a middle school setting, 600 Fs. They said the most Fs ever. And so they were talking about the efforts that they're trying to do to help these students in learning from home scenarios. And here's the things that they struggle with. One, the fact that the children don't have internet connection and can't be apart. Two, while schools are providing some type of Mac or Chromebook for them, if they have enough Mac or Chromebooks to give to students who don't have that. Three, the fact that parents are working and parents are so busy trying to keep a hold of their own job that they don't have the time to actually monitor the successfulness of their children logging on appropriately, and or also to the parents sometimes are not computer savvy enough to assist in the way of helping with their e-learning. And then also too, you have the lack of motivation and trying to get their attention as they sit in front of a screen anywhere from 4 to 8 hours a day in front of the screen. And so you put all these things together, and I just want to say this: when we look 5 and 10 years down the road, 60 Minutes, the social worker in Texas said she had 6,000 students. So where the social worker that I was speaking to in Kansas City said 600 Fs across the board, and she was saying that she was responsible for, right now, she said she has 30 cases and her caseload continues to grow. And she is like a supplemental teacher that has to engage in her caseload to get these children back into the fold so they can progress well due to the e-learning and out of school. And when I looked at the larger media story on 60 Minutes, where this woman said she has 6,000 and that she found all of them except like less than 500 of them. So she did a remarkable job. And each and every person is doing a remarkable job. You have to look at this, everybody. What is this doing if you, 10 years from now, an uneducated population, an uneducated generation out of school who don't have these brain activities, who don't have these brain exercises, what would this look like? What it would look like is this. certain services will